that 10%. So I can go and drink on the weekend, so I can listen to music, so I can go and watch movies and waste my days away wishing and hoping for better. Wishing and hoping that my life will become my ideal life. And it's funny because for so long, I believed that trap. I gave into that trap. And the funny thing is that once you start taking action towards what you want in life, you start to become fired up in life, and life starts to have all this meaning, all of this purpose. And then it doesn't need to be wasted away. I don't need to waste my time, watching movies to try and make myself feel better. I don't need to waste my time working to buy things that I do not need. I do not need to waste my time trying to be around people who never wanted to be around me in the first place. Like, that's the funny thing. And to go through this in terms of, to follow your dreams, to follow your dream life, to become who you imagine you can become, you cannot do it alone in the context of you have to let go of a lot of people and a lot of old ways. But to have the strength to do that, we need support. To have the courage to be your authentic self, you need support and backing. Friends, family, co-workers, whatever. I choose God. I choose the universe. I choose my ancestors. That's who I choose to get my support over. Because the thing is for me personally, like, you know what I mean? Like, if I choose God to be like my source of where I go when I feel lonely, where I go to feel love, where I go to feel secure and confident and all of this, okay? And I have conversations with him to try and get this sort of stuff back from him in terms of, I say to God, look, I need the strength to be able to, to be able to keep pushing without seeing, to be able to keep going without doubt, to do what's hard without seeing anything. And it's like, if I have God or even myself, because just remember, when I say God, every physical thing in reality, every energetic thing, everything, like anything and everything is God. It's not just one thing. It's not a man up in the sky. It's not this, it's not that. It's everything. There's no one way to God. There's no one image of God. When we try to conceptualize and compartmentalize God into being this specific image. So let's take Islam. God is Allah. And that is who God is. God is nothing else but Allah. Like, when we're trying to say this is what it is, and we're not, and we're trying to say this is the only version of God that we see. This is the only version of God that is right. All versions of God is right. The grass in front of me is God. The trees around me are God. The sun is God. Because without the grass, without the trees, there would be zero oxygen for me to breathe. They create oxygen. God is that which creates in the universe. All things and everything can create. So, understanding that, just means, like, it doesn't matter what your view on God is, who you identify God as, how you see God. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you tell me I'm an atheist and there is no such thing as God, and after death there is just black. Good for you. That black is God. Because out of nothing something was created. The Big Bang. Do you get it? Whatever you trying to argue against God is circumvented because God is everything. So, like, it doesn't matter how you want to depict God, how you want to view God, how you want to say God is, what he thinks. It does not matter. God does not care in the slightest. Because God is every and anything in any moment. So you got to understand, like, God isn't a bloke sitting there watching you saying, you did this, this, and this wrong. Do you understand? Like, that ain't God. God doesn't even understand right or wrong. We create right or wrong in our conscious and our subconscious mind based on our beliefs and our values and our ideals of what is right, what is wrong, based on other people's perspective, other people's beliefs. Like, there is no right or wrong. If a tree falls down in the forest, a tree has just died. Was that right or wrong? Or did a tree just fall down? If a dog walks across the road and is hit by a car, is that right or wrong? Or did the dog just get hit by the car? Do you get it? Like, if I intentionally drive up onto the sidewalk and start running people over, that is wrong by all standards. Do you get it? Because we're intentionally going out to inflict harm. Like, God only understands the intention of your heart, the intention of your actions, the intention of, like, your mind and your thoughts. So, you know, it's really important because a lot of people are turned off and scared away from spirituality and God because they don't know how to describe it or discern it, but they don't believe that what has been presented is right. Do you understand? All paths are the right path. All actions are the right actions. All effort is the right effort. Like, all beliefs are the right beliefs. It doesn't matter. Like, there's no, like, God ain't up there with a checklist sitting there. You've been naughty, you've been nice, you did this, you did that. What it means when you die, okay, heaven is you experience every amazingly good deed you ever did. Every nice moment you spent with another, you get to experience it through their eyes. Like, you get to experience all that niceness, all that good through other people. Hell is experiencing all the negativity and all the harm through those people. Do you get it? Like, if you do evil deeds your entire life, when you die, you will experience every evil deed that you ever did as every victim that you ever victimized. Do you get it? There's no objective person saying, you did this right, you did that wrong. No, it's that in death, we experience everything we experienced in life. That's why all of our sensory organs in our body, okay, are designed as sensory experience. Like, I see, but I don't see black and white, I see color. Do you get it? Like, it's experiential. I hear. I don't just hear tones, I hear tones, pitches, you know, different frequencies. Like when I smell, I don't just smell, you know, one flavor, one, I can't think of the word, but like I'm not, like it's sort of, you know, like our sensory organs are set up to try and experience everything that we can. That's why experiential memories are locked into our mind. You experience something good, you experience something bad, you'll never forget it. Think back to the most embarrassing moment in your high school, you know, when you're in high school. Let's say you asked out a girl and went to kiss her and she turned you down in front of everyone. Like, that is with you for life. That is an experience. Albeit it may be a negative experience, like you're not easily going to forget that. Why? Like that's the thing. Like our memory understands through experience, but it sort of understands through our meaning and our emotion as well. But it's sort of like, you know, the whole point of life that has become apparent to me through conversations with God is that the point of life is that we are God experiencing life as God. So we're experiencing every other life form as God, but we are not consciously aware of this. Have you ever noticed how nothing we as humans can do will ever match the beauty of nature? When you look at the intrinsic detail of insects, when you look at leaves, at trees, at snowflakes, when you look at the moon, at the stars, nothing we could ever do would ever even come close to the majesty and beauty of the natural world. Like, why? Because everything is God and everything seeks to be experienced as God. And it's really funny because it's in this realization that spiritual liberation happens. When we're able to have conversations with others and then pull ourselves into the present moment and experience what that other person is saying with the realization that they are a form of God speaking directly to you, it changes the way you communicate with others, changes the way you see others, because now they are not just another, but they are another aspect of God. All right. Well, I'm going to leave this one here, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you later. All right. Bye.